Hey everybody, Steven here, and today another review for another Govee product because I really like this brand and I'm surprised at this point I haven't heard from them. I would love to work with this brand, but I've done enough videos. I guess I'm just not a big enough channel yet, but we're working on getting there. This one though is the neon rope light, and so this struck my eye. I've reviewed the Govee Glide, the table lamp, the TV Immersion. I have the RGB strip back here. I've just used a lot of their different products. I really love their products, and this one, the thing that drew me to it is I'm hoping this will work better than the Govee Glide did for what I want to do on the back here with the 3D wall panels. Tried putting it on there, it didn't work out. It ended up going behind my second rig, which is behind the camera here, and it turned out great over there. I love that. It's great for highlighting the monitors when I do the monitor reviews, and I just like the aesthetics of it. This being thinner, I'm hoping it'll actually fit on the space in between the 3D panels with this. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Maybe it goes on this side, I'm not 100% sure. I'll figure that out. So if we cut back and it's not on there, it didn't work out, but I will most likely have figured out where I'm gonna put it, obviously. So looking at the specs with this though, so this thing is $79.99, and I got this with a lightning sale and there's a $10 off coupon. So I ended up paying $62 total, but you can at least get the $10 off, dropping this down to $69.99. But look for those frequent sells. That's usually the case with most of these products. Usually Govee is having some type of sale, but this thing is 10 foot. The voltage 24 volts, current 1.5 amps, and then the power consumption 36 watts. The other thing with this is the lumens. I tracked down the information because I don't have it listed on the box here, but what I've been able to find, it said that this was 173 lumens per foot. So this is 10 foot, so total that should be 1730 lumens. Pretty bright, right? But let's get this thing unboxed. The presets, the app, I think they said it had 63 different presets. That is a lot. It actually is more than some of the other products that I have. But with this, the app it's been one of the things that I like the most about Govee. Going to some other apps, they're okay, but Govee just really has nailed down the app. And I'm hoping to see some different presets with this that I could potentially use, but we'll showcase the app after I'm done with this portion, and I won't showcase all 63 presets. That's a ton to go through. This video would end up being 30 minutes long. I don't want that to be the case, but I'll show some of the good ones with this and at least show you the breakdown of what you would find in the app and then some of those features within it. All right, let's look at this thing though. Opening the box, user manuals. This is it right here. So the big thing with the neon rope here is that it's going to be like, you can bend it, you can move it, right? Versus some of the other products, you look at the Glide, like that is a set line with this. Looks like we have our Velcro straps on this, which I might use those for something else. But look at that. Yeah, and if you wanted to use the Velcro straps, I guess to hold this to something, I'll probably use it for my PC cords here. Could you connect this to something else at the end? No, that is attached to that. So you cannot remove that little end right there. But yes, you could, this thing is huge, right? You can bend this whichever direction. Now I have to get some tape, put it to the bottom of this so that we can try to get it on the back there. Ooh, they even give you some. I like that. So we have some alcohol prep pads. If you're going to screw these in, which are going to be our mounting brackets, it looks like we have about 6. The big thing that was actually one of the concerns is trying to mount it back here. Would I be able to, because this wants to stay rounded, this doesn't want to be in like an official like 90-degree bend. I'm gonna have to make this, it'll be close with that, right? But this is metal. And so you have 3M tape. Get a good lighting on that. On the back of it, you have the hole for the screw if you're gonna screw this in, and then you have your bag of screws if you're going to do that. We have our AC adapter here with our plug-in. Looks like it has plenty of length with this. Usually these are about 5 foot across the board for all the products that I've used. But again, we have, hold on, we got, ooh, we may have more than that. We have, oh, there were some together. So we have 5, we have 9. That's an odd, no, we have 10. Okay, I was like, that's an odd number. So you have 10 of these. All right, that's better. Just because the way I'm gonna have to line this out, I'm gonna have to essentially make it kind of into a box with this. But if you look at some of the different images, I don't think there's any on this. There we go. Like you could write out, right? This in like, if it was cursive, Govee, whatever the word that you would want with this, you could actually spell that out. So pretty cool to see. I don't think I'm gonna find anything in here for the user manual, just information on how to download this. Water resistance, it is IP67 with this. With the app, you do have voice control if you're going to do that. It does come with a 1-year limited warranty as well. And I think that's gonna be it for this. That is it. So next, I'm gonna get this thing set up and then we will cut back. I will talk about the experience of getting it set up, and then if I have any issues with that 3M tape, hopefully it holds pretty well. If not, I have some stronger stuff that I can use that is plenty strong, because it's actually what I use to hold up those 3D panels, and it's actually ripped drywall off the wall before. So I have that as backup as well. But I'll talk about the process of getting this thing set up, and then I'm going to showcase a lot of the different features that this has, the different lighting effects that you can actually do with this, and we'll finish out the video like that. So let's go ahead and jump ahead now.
All right, so I ended up shooting a time-lapse video of this. It took about 15 minutes to get everything set up. The only issue I ran into with this was that this comes with the 10 little brackets for it. I could have used one extra one. There was one area in this where it just was kind of sagging a little bit. So I ended up using a little bit of that tape, and it held perfectly to this. Brackets work really well. I wish you could buy more of these, if you could buy them separate if I needed more. I'm also curious if you were going to run this and do like lettering or make this flow different than I did, how it would work, because you would probably need a lot more than you have with this. So if they could, like I said, either give you more right off the bat, or if there was another way to buy some of these, I think that would be something that I would like to see with this. But now that we've covered that, like I said, setup was easy. The only thing I had a little bit of hangover, which I did with this, I think I even talked about that. There's probably maybe 4 to 6 inches hanging off the edge, which fits perfectly for me. No issue with that. But once I got this thing set up, turned it on, quick and easy, painless to actually get linked up to the app. So let's go ahead and look now at what this actually features with the app. All right, so the first portion here, this is music playing off of my phone. So if you're playing music off of your phone, it's going to pick that up. And that's the first tab in the app. And then we have the sensitivity to that, and then 3 different sections here. So you have party, dynamic, calm, and then auto color, or you choose the color. So that is up to you as well. So playing music off of your phone, or you can actually just have it so that it's going to pick up whatever noise is in the room. So if you're playing off of a different speaker, which I'm going to showcase here in a second, or if there's just noise in the room. So now we're looking at right now, for instance, this is actually going off of the sensor that is off of the strip here. With that, you have these different essentially styles that you could do this with, right? Energetic, rhythm, things like that. You could change, again, the sensitivity to this, and then you can even adjust this as well within that. I don't usually mess with that, but you could if you wanted to. So I'm gonna let these roll out, and then I'm gonna actually drop the camera here in a second and then just showcase these without the phone in front of this so you guys can see this just on its own. I'll hop back in once this is done. All right, so coming back now, next to the music tab, you have the color tab. You can choose the different sections here. You can change the relative brightness to this, and then you could choose a solid color for each of these, or change each individual section. They have the basics, and then they have it so that there's kind of like this little scroll that you could do to change that, or there's a color wheel, and you could actually just click on that, and then out of that, pick any of the colors, and it adjusts really, really quick, which is awesome. Or let's just choose a couple of the sections and let's actually mix this up now. And you then get to actually mix and match this how you want for whatever particular scene that you're trying to create in your room, which is pretty awesome. All right, the next tab, we have the scene tab, and the camera's gonna, for whatever reason, I think it was just because of how dark it was in the room, it starts kind of adjusting where it's trying to focus, so my apologies on that. I do showcase these a little bit, and then I just drop the camera to show you what they look like. But with this, you have the emotion tab within this, live, festival, and is it natural with this as well? So different tabs, and they all have different things within them. And then you can create your own as well if you want to. And if you notice at the top, we're in the scene tab. You also have the do-it-yourself tab where you get to make your own if you wanted to. And what it says right there with the siren is that this may cause epilepsy. So some of these you do have to be careful with this. So I'm just randomly choosing these and then drop the camera and it's like, all right, let's go through these individually so you can see from the start and just showcasing some of these. Some of these are a slower build and I'm doing about 5 seconds. So sometimes you don't even get to see the full effect. And some of them are different. Like this one right here is like forest. Well, if I do this on the other light strips, it doesn't look like that. It's actually a different effect. It kind of swells where that one was kind of jumping around. So although they may have the same effect for other products, it may look different on this one is what I've noticed. But don't cover the do-it-yourself tab. That's, like I said, one where you could actually make your own effects and do cool things with that. But I didn't want this video to be incredibly long. But I am going to let this play out for the rest of this so you guys get to see all these different effects. I think it looks incredible bouncing off of the 3D panels, and I'll have those in the description as well along with this product. So you can pick up this product, you can pick up those 3D panels if you want to. It's usually about 60-70 bucks and you get a box of 50 with it. And then I'll put the tape that I use to actually put these up on the wall so you can have that as well. I think it looks so cool, just kind of like, I don't know, is it refracting that light across that? It just gives a cooler 3D effect with this. And I like the solid bar versus if I was to just put up LED light strips, you would see the light and it wouldn't be solid like this is. And I just don't think it would look as good. So I'm extremely happy with this product. You will be seeing this in the background of all of my future videos because I turn it on now. And it's just a great way to illuminate my desk and give a cooler lighting effect to these panels, which is really what I wanted. So that's actually going to be it for this one. I am extremely happy with the product. I like the lighting effects. I like what you can do with the app. That's a big draw. I like the solid product with this versus, like I said, if you just had an RGB light strip where you would see the actual LED lights, or like the Govee Glide, I do like that as well, but this can fit and bend in different ways that cannot. So that's actually going to be it for this one. If you guys have any questions on this, let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.